you feel the beat, all the energy? I loved it all from start. Can you see it clear, all the happy years? I kept them in my heart. The time of our lives, it was all about fun. We were the kids, it was all about fun. A shame we grow older.
Good morning. And welcome to another AJ Adventures. Today we come live from,
The Tower of London.
which is right behind us. We've been here a couple of times, haven't we?
We have.
But we're joined by some friends today who are going to be coming with us on this trip. We're going to explore all sorts of things, really, aren't we?
Yeah. So we're going to explore around the Tower of London, and then we are off to the London Dungeons afterwards. Unfortunately, we aren't allowed to film in there, but we will try and describe our experience in there.
Yes. We'll give you a review.
But quite nervous of it.
Yes. So we shall see. And so it gives us that spooky Halloween feeling, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
That's my Halloween.
I'm wearing my Halloween top.
So come and join us in a day in London.
You're so funny.
So then I've got to lean down a bit.
Hey John.
Can you tap people with that one?
And this is Tawny.
I did see the name. You're getting under attack. Are you attacking?
Yes.
Is it revolt? going to see some crown jewels. I feel really close. No, not that sort of jewels.
Unfortunately, you are not able to photograph or record within the building for the crown jewels. So, John, what were your thoughts on the crown jewels?
It was really good. Last time we went in there, it was really good, and actually I really enjoyed it this time as well. Did you find that?
Yeah,
Good.
that's right.
And we timed it right because you can sort of see the queue behind me. But we timed that right, which was really good. But apart from that, it was really good. So there was some good, interesting facts. There was one crown, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head now, but it was bad luck for men to wear it. It had its reputation of doing that. Something like that.
Yeah.
So it had a reputation for that, so I can't wear that. Andy,
No.
note that. And also, it was really good. There were some amazing sort of coronation bits with sort of all the gold plates, the orbs, the massive
swords.
yeah, and then the massive punch bowl, which was good.
Did you see anyone's crowns?
I saw loads of crowns actually.
Whose crowns did you see?
Queen Mary's, the Prince of Wales over the years. I saw Queen Victoria's, so there was a tiny little one. I don't know if you saw it actually.
I saw the really tiny one.
Yeah, it was only about this little big. And Queen Victoria wore that as part of her sort of veil after her husband died, so once Prince Albert died.
Okay.
So yeah, really good. And wasn't too bad, like length-wise, which was good.
No.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it was quite quietish.
Yeah.
Anyway, I reckon now with that queue, it would probably not be nice at all.
No, exactly. So,
Yeah.
all good?
So we'll probably go get some lunch, I reckon.
Yes. Sounds good to me. And then we're going to go and venture into the White Tower. Probably after lunch. So, let's go get some lunch.
All right.
It's an embossed arm of the Italian Renaissance. This face defence originally belonged with an open-faced helmet, of which only the peak and the cheek pieces survive. Bullseye this time. Yes. Don't tell Chelsea that you.
Stop.
Explain the boat.
You go on a boat ride, and then there's a lovely chap at the end, and he goes.
Come on, Mr. a history teacher. What is this?
It's Trader's Gate. Got it?
Okay. What is Traitors Gate?
It's where they would have entered the Thames. So originally the Thames would have been down here, and they would have come through the gates as a prisoner, and then into the tower, and entered that way via the Thames. So it's known as Traitors Gate.
I see.
Yes. Luckily, it is not in use nowadays, so we have not entered through Traitors Gate.
Or have we?
We have not,
Are you sure?
unless you're telling me other way. Thoughts? I really enjoyed today. It's been really nice. It's been really busy because it's been a Saturday, but it's been really good. What about you?
It has been very busy with lots of touristy people, which of course is expected.
It is.
Yeah, it was good.
It is a good day, and it was nice to see bits, and we've seen bits that we didn't see before when we last came, which was
Yeah.
quite a few years ago now. So yeah, really good.
I like to see all the medieval bits, the knights
All the knights
and the horses.
and the armour.
Well, yeah, that's it.
So yeah, so our next thing is going to Dungeons, and we can't film there. So unfortunately, we are probably going to leave you here, but we'll probably give you a review later of London Dungeons, maybe.
Yeah. You can tell them about how much we died and scared.
Pooped ourselves.
Yes.
So we shall see you soon.
See you in a bit. Hello and welcome to Sofa Chat. So we are here to review the London Dungeons, really, and explain our time there, as we're not allowed to actually film in there. So, John?
Yes, I really enjoyed it. It was better than I thought it was going to be, in terms of, I thought it was going to be a little bit more scarier than it was, in terms of more jump out and things like that, but it wasn't, so it was good.
Yeah, I think you had it in your mind, same with me actually, that it is going to be a bit more like Tully's Shocktober Fest, in which you have actually actors that jump out, throw things at you,
Touch
blood, touch you, scream at you, things like that. So we thought the dungeons are probably going to be similar. And we had heard that they were similar. I just presume since Merlin took them over whenever they did, that it's a lot tamer.
Yes, and if you haven't been, it's a little bit more sort of jump scary. The way I sort of describe it, it's all about lighting effects and things like that. So you go into different rooms. So there's like a Sweeney Todd room,
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper room, Tower of London room.
Tower of London, yeah.
So there's a few of them.
With the courtroom as well.
A mirror maze.
Yeah, there's that hanging room as well, which is like the Tower of Terror. There's a drop on it.
It's like a different couple of rides there as well.
Oh,
So
there's that boat ride
ride.
as well.
So yeah, so there's a few different things in there, and it's some areas are like pitch black, and then there's some light on there, and then you've got the characters that bring the stories to life in terms of like Sweeney Todd and Jack the Ripper. So they will guide you through sort of whether it's all historically accurate, I don't know, but it goes through that story. So then you'll be in the one room where it's light, and then suddenly they might turn off the light, and then that character moves into a different position, and they flips back on, and then they might be standing right in front of you. So that sort of jump scary.
So the whole thing is very sensory based as well. So John just says with the lights, you've also got stuff with the sounds. There's lots of like loud sounds, screaming sounds, etc. Also things with smells as well. They pump in different airs. So the whole thing is very sensory heavy. And because of that, they want to, of course, be as accessible as possible. They do provide sunflower lanyards to help you be recognised by the characters, not to really not interact with you, basically, just not to put you under too much pressure. Plus, they also provide, if you ask for it, pairs of
Noise cancelling headphones.
yes, well, ear defenders. That's the word I was looking for. Which you can just wear during the experience, just to be able to not have to focus too much on the noise sensory part. And so I borrowed a pair myself and got a lanyard as well, and I found it a lot better. So a person who does suffer with sensory stuff, I thought it was actually pretty good, because I didn't have to worry too much about the hearing part, which is the part that I really suffer with sensory issues.
Which is good. And actually I put them on, and actually it did make quite a big difference. So it's definitely worth doing that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Good morning. So we had a problem with the second half of our review catch-up video. Somebody, it was me because I had the watch, somebody forgot to hit the record, so
Second time lucky.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
That's if it's recording now, and it looks like it is.
That's good.
Yeah. So, going back to things, and going back to the London Dungeon, what was your most pleasurable part?
Pleasurable? Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't have one particular thing, I suppose. There was a lot of bad puns and jokes throughout the whole Dungeons thing, done by the characters and stuff, particularly like in the courtroom. Some really bad puns in there.
Yes, the judge made a hell of a lot of puns, and they weren't good puns.
No, they were sort of your dad puns, but they were funny still, so it gave me a little chuckle.
It would for you.
So what was your favourite part?
I'd say the boat ride. I'm not going to say why, because it'll be a spoiler.
No spoilers on this show.
Yeah. But let's say there's unexpected movements.
Ooh. Bringing you to your spooky theme.
Yeah, sure.
Did you have a least favourite part then?
Probably the Sweeney Todd room. There was a lot of flashing of lights, going from light to dark, light to dark, light to dark. And it looked like Sweeney Todd was going to arrive, but then, okay, spoiler, he didn't, for us anyway. So it's just very anticlimactic. We don't know whether that's because there was not enough staff to someone actually to be Sweeney Todd or whatever, or maybe he just doesn't arrive, but yeah, it was like, why have you put me through that for nothing?
Yeah. I think that was the worst room out of them all. The sort of one that was a bit down in its mood and not as atmospheric or as... It was trying to build up to something but never came.
Somebody wants to say hi.
Come on then, Riley. So I'd agree with you on that sort of sense. But overall I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So
that's
there
it.
you go. We had quite good fun with our friends throughout the day, and I would say maybe, we had hoped that, or thought the London Dungeons and the Tower of London would be a bit of a spooky episode, but I kind of forgot how unspooky the Tower of London really is.
It's because you said spooky. We could just carry on and then we can just cut it out.
Yeah, we could do. So, yeah, I was disappointed with overall the spookiness of the Tower of London, really.
I suppose it would be more spooky at night.
Yeah.
Not that they do night tours for much, but...
They are at this time in the year, I think. For Halloween.
Because I bet... And I do know there's a lot of ghosts at the Tower of London. Which doesn't surprise me, the amount of prisoners they've had over the years.
Yeah, I just have it in my head, which is true about it, that it's haunted, and there'd be a lot of exhibition stuff for that, but there isn't so much. No. So yeah, but I still enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad you did.
Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
With great company too.
And we hope you enjoyed it too.
Yes.
So we do have a bit of a favour to ask you, viewers. A high percentage of our regular viewers aren't subscribing to us. Could we ask that people try and do that? We know a lot of people have said that they haven't got Google accounts, and yeah, they just haven't done it. But it only takes like maybe a minute, if that, to do it, and yeah, it gets our numbers up and helps spread our community.
Yes, indeed. And grows our channel.
Yes, exactly. And we'll hopefully we'll make better content as well at some point, because yeah.
We're getting better.
Yeah, we are getting better slowly. Yeah. So, should we wrap up?
We can wrap up.
Yeah. So, as I said, subscribe, and don't forget to like and comment.
That's my comment.
Oh. What's your subscribe? Okay. I'll do it all to 3.
Okay.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Got
Okay.
it.
Right. See
See
you
you
soon,
soon.
guys.
I kept them in my